Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing the halter top. It was originally the rainbow halter top that I had made in one of the shorts. The pattern is from Shiler Crochet. Now, obviously this is not a rainbow. So but it is going to be the same pattern. It's just we're not going to be switching colors every 3 rows like she did. She did 3 rows of 6 different colors for her rainbow top. I used the true rainbow, which was the Roy G Biv. So plus white. Altogether, I did a total of 18 rows just like she did, except for I used more colors. Had to tweak the pattern just a little bit. I did 3 rows of white and then 2 rows of each color for the rainbow. Excuse me. Anyway, so for this particular pattern, and you can use any color that you want. I just went with this because I saw it at Michael's today, and it looked like it would be a good top color. So, like I said, the actual pattern belongs to Shiler Crochet. Check her out. She's really, really awesome. Today we are going to use a excuse me, I am so sorry. This is a 4-weight, and we are using the Karen Cake Cinnamon Swirl Cake. Yeah. And it is in the color Mai Tai. Alright, so you got your yarn, and I tried to go ahead and, find the start, and, well, it threw up on me. So, but I found the end. So that's a good note. Anyway, so her her pattern calls for a 3 millimeter. I am not good at all with small hooks. This is the smallest hook that I am comfortable with, which is a 4.5 versus my 5.5 that I typically use. That is actually the one that I used on the rainbow top that I made last night. So for this one, I decided if I'm going to do a tutorial, might as well go down a hook. Shiler also used 2 strands of each color, which I'm assuming, since it's a top, you want closer stitches and thicker stitches, I guess. So that's why she used 2 strands, plus she used a smaller hook. The 5.5 didn't do a horrible job. There is a little bit of, a gap in between each stitch. However, I don't know a lot of women who don't wear undergarments underneath their halter tops. Anyway, you're going to need a pair of scissors and a darning needle for changing colors if you are going to do so. The darning needle is to weave in your ends after we are done. So, since I'm just using a variegated yarn, I'm not going to have to change colors, and I'm just going to have maybe 2 to 4 ends to weave in at the end, because we have to do straps and the border on the bottom. Alright, so let's get into it. So starting off, we are going to do a magic circle with a chain of 3. And yes, I do hold my yarn differently everybody does. It's whatever is comfortable for you. Anyway, after the chain of 3, we're going to do 11 double crochets, which will give you a total of 12 double crochets into the magic circle or magic ring, whatever is more comfortable for you. Okay, so we got 4, 5, 6, 'Alright, we should have 12, unless I can't count today. So we have the chain of 3, that counts as your first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Told you I can't count. Alright, so after you got the 12, we can go ahead and close that up. And we have a half circle at that point. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in just a little bit to where you can see it a little bit better. Okay, so next row. I don't know what's going on. Allergies have been killing me today. Okay, so we're going to chain 3, turn your work, and you're going to double crochet into that same stitch, and this is going to be increase. There's a lot of increases in this pattern. So now we are going to place 2 double crochets into the top of each double crochet from the previous row. So at the end, you will, or in some cases you should have 24 stitches. So just continue that around. Meet you back when we've got that row completed. One thing I did forget to mention is, okay, we are the last 2 stitches. Alright, so this one gets 2 double crochets, and then we're going to go into that chain of 3 also, because that is technically a stitch. So that is going to get 2 double crochets as well. That one is a little bit harder to get into, but please do not forget to do that one, because that is a part of your increase. Alright, so after the second row, this is what your work should look like. Yes, it does go into kind of like a V shape, but once you stretch it out, it goes flat. Okay, so row 3. We're going to chain 3, and this is going to be basically the foundation of every single row. Alright, so chain 3, again, double crochet into the first. Alright, then what we're going to do is we're going to double crochet, 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, 2 double crochets into the third. So we are going to continue that pattern. Okay, so 1 double crochet into the first, 1 double crochet into the second, and then 2 double crochet into the third. One more time. 1, 2, and 1 and 2 into the third stitch. Alright, I'll meet you back when I have completed that, or when you have completed that, or we both completed that. Okay, I am at the last 2 stitches, and each one of those will just get 1 double crochet. And remember, always get that chain 3 of what you started with, because that is a stitch as well. I'll get it right eventually. Okay, there we go. So that is row 3. Row 4, we're going to chain 3, turn our work. Okay, we're going to double crochet into that same first stitch. Then we're going to double crochet into the next 4 double crochets from the previous round. There's 2, 3, 4, and then 2 double crochets into the 5th. Alrighty, and the sizing for 18 rows, I want to say that it's the equivalent of a medium. She was saying like measure underneath your bust, which would be like the kind of like the bottom of your rib cage, to see how far it goes around, and then I believe she said like subtract 3 inches because it laces in the back. She measured, I think it was like 25 for the whole project. She wasn't really specific about the sizing, but she said that if you do 3 more rows, it's a bigger size. So every 3 rows is a bigger size. I'm not 100% positive on that. Don't quote me. She didn't really specify. Okay, so we're going to continue with this this row, which is 2 double crochets, then 1 single crochet in each of the 4. In the 5th, we're going to do 2 double crochets. So do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 in the 5th, and then do the same thing all the way around, and I will meet you at the very end. Again, do not forget to get that chain 3, because that is a stitch. Alright, so we are going to be starting row 5. You're going to chain 3. Alright, and now row 5 is the repeat of row 4. Again, you're going to put a double crochet into that first stitch for the increase, and then repeat row 4 like we did last time. Double crochet into the next 4 stitches, 2 double crochets into the 5th, alright, and I messed up. Oops. Okay. 2 double crochets, then double crochet, 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches, 2 double crochets into the 5th. Okay. 1 in the next 4, 2 in the 5th. Alright. I will meet you in a few. Okay. We are back and we are ready for row 6. So row 6 is, again, chain 3. This is going to be the start of every single row. Again with the increase. Okay. so row 6 is going to be 2 double crochets into that first stitch, and then you're going to put 1 double crochet into the next 7 stitches, or double crochets from the previous row, whatever you want to call it. So we're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 double crochets into the 8th. So it'll be 8 and 9. Okay, so do it one more time. 1. This yarn is not cooperating today. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 in the 8th. Alright, go ahead and continue that pattern all the way around till you get to the end of the row, and I will meet you there. Okay, you're at the end of row 6. So for the row 7, 8, and 9, we are going to do a repeat of row 6. So let me do that for you one more time. So we're going to chain 3, turn your work, double crochet into that first stitch for the increase, and double crochet into the next 7. Okay, that is 4, 5, 6, 7, and you'll do 2 in the 8th. Alright, do that for rows 7, 8, and 9, and I will meet you back. Alrighty, so we are done with the 9th row. Yes. Sorry, I lost count. It's just it's a lot of repeats. It's a lot of back and forth. Okay, so we have completed these rows of 9. We are on row 10. Now row 10, 11, and 12 will all be the same. Thank God. Okay, so we've only got 8 more rows after the 10th row, so hopefully we can hang in there, because I'm struggling. Okay, so for row 10, 10, 11, and 12, like I said, it's going to be the exact same thing. So we're going to chain 3. Okay, I already turned my work. Sorry. Oh, look, that's the first one it says. Sorry. Okay, so again, we're going to do an increase in the first stitch. Okay, then for row 10, 11, and 12, like I said, it's going to be the same thing. This time we're going to do 1 double crochet into the next 10 stitches. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then in the 11th you're going to do 2 double crochets. Alright, so after the 2 double crochets in the 11th stitch, repeat the same pattern, same instructions. Do 1 single crochet in the next 10 stitches. In the 11th stitch, do 2 double crochets. And I will meet you back at the end of row 12. Okie dokie. So we are at the end of row 12. Rows 13, 14, and 15 are going to be the same. So let's get started. I have cleared my throat so many times. Allergies were definitely real today. Okay, so we're going to chain 3, turn our work. Alright, and we're going to, again, double crochet into that first stitch. Like I said, for rows 13, 14, and 15, we're going to do 1 double crochet into the next 13 stitches this time. And then the 14th, 2 double crochets. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, and then in the 14th, 2 double crochet. Alright, and I will meet you back at the end of row 15. Alright, friends, we are on the last couple rows. Alright, so I'm going to let you do the next few rows by yourself, like I have before. This one is a repeat of, rows 16, 17, 18 are going to be the exact same. And like we have done in every single row, chain 3, turn your turn your work, double crochet into that same stitch. Okay, so in these last couple rows, 16, 17, 18, we're going to put a double crochet into the next the next 16, yeah, the next 16, and then in the 17th do 2 double crochets. All right, so we got 2 double crochets right there in the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then 2 in the 17th. All right, continue that all the way around a couple times. So it's rows 16, 17, 18. And then after that, we will be starting on the straps and the border. Actually, I might do the border first. Yeah, we'll do the border first and then the straps. All right. Go ahead and do that, and I will meet you back in a few. All right. So we have done our total of 18 rows. All right. So I'm kind of torn. I mean, I know we're going to do the border next, but, you know, this top is very sunsetty, beachy. The color is really horrible in this camera. It's like a shade off. This is actually a pale pink. It's just the way the colors, the color resolution is. It's weird. Anyway, so I kind of want to do something different on the bottom. It's still going to be the same stitches and everything, but you know, to make it your own, be creative. I really thought about possibly doing a blue at the bottom. Make it kind of like an ocean sunset. Or if you want, you can do a tan for an actual beach. I think I'm going to do the blue. Let's do that. Alright, so we're going to do the border first. And you're going to, when you end, you're going to chain 1, kind of pull a little tight. Alright, and then you're going to cut your yarn. Now I actually have scissors that are sharp. The other ones I just hung those up. Okay, so kind of pull that a little tight. Alright, and then maybe I can get this right. Okay, so as we're going to do the border, we're going to crochet over the tail. Alright, so let me get this blue. I think this is going to be really pretty. As far as the straps go, I think I'm just going to do the straps in the same yarn to make it cohesive. Alright, you're going to do a slip knot. Okay. And you're going to Excuse me. We're going to zoom in just a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to go into this. Actually, that's not the last stitch. Well, yeah, it is. Sorry, that is our chain 3, I believe. Yeah, that's our chain 3. Okay, so no, it's not. Okay, yeah, that is our chain 3. Sorry. Okay. We're going to, let me do that again while I'm in frame. Okay, so I'm going to go into that. Put your slip knot over your hook and pull it through. Like I said, we're going to crochet over that tail. Okay, and then grab, slip stitch and then chain 3. And this yarn that I'm using for the border is Lily Sugar and Cream in the color Beach Glass. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so this is the basically like a start of a new row. Like every row that you go to, you're going to do 2 double crochets. Okay, so just like right here, 2 double crochets. Okay. Now, Lily Sugar and Cream can be a little difficult to work with because it does like to peel. But once you get the hang of it, it is really easy to work with. I use the Lily Sugar and Cream for all my tops. It's very durable. It holds up well. Okay, so we're going to continue to do the 3 double crochets all the way down to the center. And when you get here to this very first row, right here next to the little hole, okay, I'm going to meet you back there. Don't do anything else. Okay, we have made it back. All right, so in this row right here, you're going to do a total of 3 double crochets. Okay, then then in the next spot, you're going to do 3 double crochets once again. Okay, so we did 3 double crochets over here, skipped over that little center, and did 3 double crochets over here as well. Okay, so now we're going to continue and do 2 double crochets all the way down to the end, and I will meet you there. Alright, so now that we've made it to the end of the row, You should have two double crochets right there. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the top of that. I want to zoom in some. Okay, we're going to go in to the top of that chain 3, and we're going to do a slip stitch. Chain 1, and that way we can tie it off. Okay. Alrighty. So now that border is all done. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, so now what we have to do is the straps. Then we will be done and out of here, people. Okay, so the way we do the straps is, oh, and I meant to tell you, if you have a stitch marker, bobby pin, another piece of thread, yarn, whatever you can use to mark your stitch. I kind of forgot about the stitch marker. That is totally my fault. Okay, so in order to do the straps, we're going to have to fold it in half to find that way we don't have to do so much counting. Okay, so fold it in half, and that stitch right there in the center, is going to be that center stitch. Okay, so put a stitch marker in that center stitch. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and lock it in place. Okay, so I'm going to get our yarn. Bring this closer to me just a smidge. Okay, so see, and you can actually kind of tell what the center stitch is also, that this is not the most ideal method of finding the center stitch. Okay, so in this, I'm just going by the tutorial that I had. Okay, so this stitch right here, okay, so what I do is I went by the circle, I mean the little hole right down at the middle, right? And you follow your finger all the way up. Okay, there is your center stitch right there. It was like 1 over. Okay, so there is your center, and you can kind of tell that it might be 1 off, but you just gotta look. Okay, so now that is lined up. Okay, so okay, this is the part that I hate. I hate doing straps on anything. Okay, so we're going to zoom in. We gotta get up close and personal. Okay, so here, to do the strap, we're going to count a total of 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, and then you're going to attach your attach your yarn, do a slip stitch. Okay, pull that, sorry, let's do that again, because apparently I was out of frame. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, attach your yarn. We're going to do that one more time Zoom back out. Jesus. Okay. Okay, we're going to attach your yarn with a slip stitch. Okay, kind of tug at it, make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, then from here we're going to chain 175. Okay, you get the picture. All right, now when you get done chaining the 175, then you're going to count from the stitch. You're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 over. That way it's going to match. Okay, and then you're going to do 175 on this side as well. So I will meet you back when both of those are done. Okay, we are back and we made the straps. Okay, so your strap ends should probably look like this. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to basically fold it in half, fold the tail. I don't know how to explain that. Fold the tail down alongside your chain. Okay. Then what we're going to do is tie it in a knot with the tail. Okay. Pull it tight. Okay. Then you're going to snip off that tail. Same thing on this side. Fold it down. All right. Snip that one off as well. Ow, stab myself. Okay. So then you can use the darning needle and sew it in with your tails right here. Or you can sew them in up through the straps. Okay. Whatever you want to do. Alrighty, so go ahead and stay tuned for just a second. I'm going to get my mannequin and I'm going to show you how to put it on. Okay, we are back in session. Okay, so with this mannequin, she has a very arched back, so it doesn't really look right, but I'm going to show you the back anyway, but don't judge her. She's a little curvy. Okay, so it crosses in the back. Okay, and okay, she crosses in the back, and then you have the choice either to go right here, kind of where the armpit is, on your person, and then cross it, and then do it in the hole right here next to your, in the middle of the two sets of double crochets. Okay, so it is going to look a little wonky because, like I said, she has a very, very arched back, and it's not going to, on you, it's not going to flare out like this. Okay, so that is the end of this tutorial. And I will see you next time.